So, ever since the lockdown has begun in this country, people have been confined in their homes. Now, these places, now for anybody, staying in their home is the safest place for them. But during these times, the number of cases or the rate of domestic abuse has also gone up really sharply. So, speaking of which, today we have Mrs. Rekha Sharma, who's the chairperson of National Commission for Women. Ma'am, thank you for taking out time and speaking to us. I'd like to begin by asking how exactly have these numbers gone up during the lockdown?
Last month itself, we had seen the number of complaints increased, and I only flagged this situation that the number of cases has increased, especially the domestic violence cases. But with that, let me tell you that we at NCW had started a WhatsApp number which we never had, uh, and women could reach us sitting at home at that point. Secondly, the cases which came to us, I think 99% cases were those who were saying that we have been victim of the domestic violence from a certain period, like from a year, from last 2 years. However, they very few, around 1% maybe, I'm not sure, but around 1% maybe people women were there who said that these are the new cases. It has just started with me during the lockdown.
Right.
So according to me, women because of lockdown they could not reach to the police, because when we see the police data, they say that I had taken a meeting with DGPs,
Hmm.
and most of the states said that the number of because of the lockdown, the general problems which were going to the police came to us, and that's how NCW data increased, whereas police data showed that it has decreased. So
Right.
I can see the relation between these two things, but because of the lockdown, women were not being able to approach to the police. Secondly, they were not being able to go to the family members,
Hmm.
and they could not talk to their friends. The need of approaching any agency, they were not having those. This is the cause. That's why I see the cause is that they were unable to reach to any other agency lockdown, and still because government has opened the lockdown, but for people it hasn't opened because they are
Yeah.
still stuck at homes
Yes.
because of COVID. So we are treating these cases on priority basis, and we see that still women can't go out because there are less of buses, no metros. They are
Hmm.
unable to go out. They are not still working in the offices. Some has lost their jobs. So we are working as a special cases to all these domestic violence cases.
Absolutely. Ma'am, does this also mean that women are unable to escape or move away from their abusers because most of these abusers are in their houses? They are even their partners or any other family members, say. Does this mean that they are unable to move away from them? They are trapped there? And if so, what can we actually do to help them?
Let me tell you that domestic violence is called domestic violence because it is in general done by the family members only,
Yes.
domestic members only, whether they are parents, brothers, husband, or any other in-laws, any other person.
Yes.
So
Yes.
domestic violence is that, and it is in before lockdown also we have seen that women were not being able to raise their voice because they don't want to leave their homes, and still because of lockdown again there is a double whammy, the double pressure on them. Because of lockdown they are unable to reach, and as it is social pressure is such that women don't leave their homes.
Right.
So yes, because of lockdown there was a pressure where they could reach to the families or friends. They were not being able to reach. Yes, what we can do as a society, we should be very alert what is happening to our neighborhood families. sometimes we see that something is happening in our neighbors, we don't raise our voice, we don't
Yes.
report it, we don't report to the police, we don't even ask the well-being of the woman.
Yes.
So if something is happening to your next door person, at least you can knock the door and ask what is happening and do you need a help. Secondly, if a victim is there, and what she can do is she has to raise her voice, she has to ask for help. There is no such thing that so what society will say, because if something will happen, society will not be able to help you if you don't shout for the help. So
Absolutely.
you have to shout for the help. First help can reach to us from your neighborhood, second help can be reached by the police, so dial 100 number. There is 181 number in all the
Hmm.
districts, so you can call 181 number. Else you can call on our you can WhatsApp on NCW's WhatsApp number. I'll be giving you WhatsApp number also. You can write mail if you know how to write a mail, or you have a email ID, you can write to us email. But first help will be reaching to you by from your neighborhood, and we should not be ashamed of asking help from your neighbor. And if you see that they are not helping, then you should dial 100 number. It's the easiest way to reach to the police, or 181 number.
Absolutely. Talking about the emergency numbers, ma'am, how effective have the helpline numbers been? Because I remember I was living in a society a few months ago where I could hear voices of women screaming, men screaming, because what I understood was people are not really used to staying with each other for so long amid the lockdown. So definitely there were arguments, there were sometimes use of violence and much more. But we never really had the audacity to go and ask, okay, what's wrong? Do you need help or anything like that? In such a case, women need to reach out to helpline numbers at the maximum. How effective have these been?
See, 100 number they have to reach us, and during the lockdown, we have seen that whereas we always used to criticize police, but I must appreciate that police was very helpful. NCW, wherever we earlier we could reach us, we go to on spot inquiry, or our members used to go on spot. We were unable to go, but through police we were able to reach women and help them out. Because as it is, NCW directly don't go and help them. Any such case happens or
Yes,
comes to us,
yes,
they get it through police only, and police was helpful and is helpful these days. Thankfully they have been sensitized that there is a need, special need
mhm,
for women in these lockdown periods, and they were listening to this. And sometimes I know that there is a police apathy also. There are cases
yes,
with NCW where they don't listen to the women, or they have a mindset that when a woman goes to them, she must be telling a lie. There there are people like this, because they are also, after all, coming from this society. And the society has this mindset, the lady है तो चिल्लाती है, ऐसे ही चिल्ला रही
yes,
होगी,
yes,
मैं झूठ बोल रही हूँ. So that mindset they also have. But in past few years we have also sensitized them in a great way, and we have reached to many police officials and sensitized them. And through, I think, through social media also we have reached, we have done campaigns on this. So things are changing, but still we have, I must acknowledge that there are problems in police, the way they handle the cases. But slowly and steadily, I think things will change.
yes. Now, ma'am, if there is there any holistic approach that you would like to suggest for the domestic violence victims apart from the helpline numbers? Because these are not just the victims who are housewives or sitting at home. There are others who are financially independent as well, who are working, but right now, because of this work from home culture, they are confined to their homes. So, is there any holistic approach that you suggest?
Uh, One thing is there, whether a woman is earning her money, whether she is from well-to-do family,
Hmm.
the domestic violence is not, uh, related to all these things. We have seen women from every household, any kind of a household, get victimized by this domestic violence. So whether
Yes.
she is from lower class or middle class or higher class, whereas we have seen in lower class women shout for help, she abuse also, she will throw things on her husband, and she defend herself. But in middle class we have seen that women try to uh, you know uh, hide everything. Even she is get beaten, she hide her wounds. She
Yes.
will go to office, but she will say I fell down from some stair or something,
Hmm.
and she won't tell you know uh, reality what is happening with her. So first thing is you have to know that you are victim.
Yes.
It is not your, and it is not your doing. You are victim, you are not the culprit. So women
Absolutely.
also think that maybe I have done something wrong, that's why I've been beaten up,
Hmm.
that's why my husband is abusing. And all the time they are subjecting themselves as a culprit. They always have doubts on themselves. So they should come out of that self pity, self uh, all those things, and they should say that I can take a decision. And for that, I think we need to make women financially independent. But yes, you are right, financially independent women also don't take a step out of their home. They think
Yes.
परिवार है बना रहेगा, I need a husband socially so that I have a standing. So we don't use your husband as a social memento where you have to show that you are married. If you are getting victimized, you walk out. You should have a strength to walk out of the marriage. First thing is that you work on it. I'm not saying that every person should walk out. If your husband needs counseling, you get counseling for him. There are marriage counselors also. Work on it. Try to. If nothing is working, you should have that gut in yourself. You should have that power in your hand that you can walk out of that marriage and take your own. You should have that decision making power in yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Unless you have decision making power, you will be a victim throughout your life. So we need to raise our daughters as an independent person. If we start raising our daughters, I think next generation will be better, and they will be, and same we should be able to raise our sons also. If
Yes.
I will take beating from my husband, my daughter will also learn that this is normal. This is normal, and this
Yes.
can happen with her also, and she will also take. So we have to lead by example to our children.
Absolutely. Absolutely, ma'am. Ma'am, a lot of women, as we were speaking about it, a lot of women are still unaware of their rights. They still don't know that if they are going through such a situation, what is the next step and what should they first do? And these are women from poorer sections of the society, women who are not literate enough, and many other women. What exactly are the rights of a woman? Could you please take us through that?
There are many rights, and firstly there is a equality right which our constitution has given us. uh,
Yes.
right to equality. So starting from that only, every right, it comes from that right itself. When there is a right to equality, that means you have education, equal right to education, you have equal right to work, you have equal right at home. There are special rights for women which are like, she can get maintenance from her husband. Police cannot force, they cannot enter their houses at 6 o'clock to ask, question them, or they cannot arrest them after sundown. All those are special rights, but firstly you should know that you are an equal person.
Yes.
So from
Absolutely.
that, I think everything will be falling at place if you know this right only. Others, equal right to speak, equal right to take decision on marriage. Well, it is your right that if you want to get married or not, uh, or whom to get married. What, there is a age fixed for, and if below that age your parents are forcing you to get married, you can report to that. So there are so many rights. We are giving legal awareness programs to women, in colleges, in schools. This time we are planning to reach to every district through National Legal Service Authority. We are already working on it, but ours is a small organization and we won't be able to able to reach each and every women. We women only can handhold other women to tell them that you have these legal rights. So I won't be able to list all the legal rights, but
Yeah.
if you only know that you have equality is the right in your life, and you have uh, right to speak, दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट देयर इन आवर फैमिलीज की औरतों को कहा जाता है मुंह बंद करके रखो, बोलो मत, जवाब मत दो. सो यू हैव अ राइट टू स्पीक. दैट इज ऑल्सो योर राइट, एंड please use those rights. That's what I would like to say.
Yes, ma'am, I think you've made some very important points, and I'm sure the audience will have a lot to think about after this interview. And I'd again like to thank you for taking out time. And since the lockdown has been imposed for an indefinite time,
Thank you.